The NoFate channel, checking in. And on this episode of Dad's Gadgets, I am reviewing the OPOVE M3 Pro massage gun. And today I'm gonna be doing it shirtless. I've got it on good authority that apparently shirtless videos get a whole lot more views. So let's find out. And there you have it. This is what 39 looks like. First and foremost, if I haven't scared you away in this video, please do me a favor, give this video a like and hit that subscribe button. On this Dad's Gadget series, I typically review a gadget on every episode, frankly, to help you decide if it's what you're looking for, if it's gonna exceed your expectations, and if it's worth that hard-earned money. So before we even get started, I wanna know if you own a percussion massage gun at home, or if you have used one in the past and you know what the experience is like. I personally am a big fan of percussion massage guns in general. I think every household should have one because it's just nice to have on hand in case you need it. Very much like an ace bandage. It's just one of those things you don't use necessarily every day, but you are gonna be using it more often than you think. Okay, OPOVE M3 Pro massage gun. Now it looks like probably 80% of the massage guns out there, frankly, the market now for massage guns is oversaturated. Like 5 years ago, there was only 2 massage guns and they were like $500 a piece, but they were pretty good. Now, as the competition has gone up, that's a good thing. The price has come down, but with that competition coming up, you're getting a lot of knockoffs, you're getting a lot of junk, and you're getting a lot of inferior products that just don't last. And that's part of the reason I'm doing so many of these massage gun reviews, because there's so many out there. There's a number of great ones, but there's a number of duds. So M3 Pro massage gun, exactly what you would expect, comes in at about 3 pounds, and simple design. Again, very much like a lot of the other copycat massage guns. As far as massage heads, it comes with 5 heads, okay? I'll put a photo up here of all the heads that it comes with. It comes with 5 heads. What people often think when they look at massage guns in terms of the advertisements, they think that the more massage heads you get, the better that you're off you are. Reality is, the truth is, just from my experience, you're gonna use 2 massage heads probably 70% of the time. You're gonna use the 3rd massage head another 20% of the time, and then if you get a bunch of extras every once in a while, you might pull it out for a specific spot or whatnot. But overall, the number of the massage heads is less important than the quality of the massage heads. Oftentimes, a lot of the cheaper ones will come with like just cheap feeling plastic, and they just feel like McDonald's toys against your skin, and it's not necessarily a good thing. These are kind of middle of the road. I'm just based on my experience using them, they're middle of the road. I've seen cheaper, but I've certainly seen better. So how does the M3 Pro massage gun work? It works very similar to other massage guns, but if you're not familiar, you pop in the attachment like so, you turn the bottom button on, and then you've got this LED screen on the back. Now, not all of them have a really kind of functional LED screen on the back, so it is nice to have. This tells you your battery in terms of where your battery stands. It tells you your speed, and it tells you your setting. This one actually has a setting that I haven't seen on many massage guns. It has manual, which is what's typical. You kind of just set the speed and it stays constant. And it has auto, which kind of ramps up the speed and kind of ramps down the speed. So that is a nice feature to have if that's something you might be interested in. I do find with massage guns, the more bells and whistles there are, the less likely you are to use those bells and whistles. A few more facts about the M3 Pro massage gun before I show you how I use it, and then frankly just give you my honest Fate of the Union opinion. It comes with 4 speeds, ramping all the way up to 3,200 RPM. It comes in at $155 on the website for retail value. I think you can get a coupon. I think they have a code like NoFate247. I'll put it in the description of the video to kind of bring that price point down a couple bucks. But you're still going to be over that $100 threshold. As far as battery life, it's supposed to have a 3-hour battery life, and it will shut down automatically after 10 minutes, which is, for most of us, 10 minutes is longer than you're going to be using it on your body. I'm usually good for 2 or 3 minutes at a pop, and I just kind of move on to either a different muscle group or I just stop altogether. I think most of us, the average Joe Schmo, Joe six-pack, is not going to be using this for longer than 10 minutes at a time unless you've really got a significant injury or you're really, really sore or beat up. As far as noise, this says it is quiet, it is low in volume. Some of the cheaper ones, you will see the noise is ratcheted way, way up. As far as noise in terms of my experience, this is a very, very quiet, at least at the top speed of 3,200 RPM. As far as use, if you've never used a massage gun, there's a number of ways to use it, and they actually have a pamphlet in there to show you all of the ways to specifically use the different massage heads. But you essentially put it into the muscle that's sore, and you really want to work out that tight muscle. Just kind of almost like dig it in and just work out that muscle. So my pec is almost always tight because I'm right-handed. This area of my pec is almost always super, super tight after a workout. And just loosen it up, trying to break up that, oh, it feels good. Break up that fascia in there. And if you have any inflammation or fluid, kind of drive it away from the joint, try to get it back into the lymph node system to reduce that inflammation, reduce that swelling and soreness. Now this is at the low setting, and already you can see at the low setting of 1, that's more than I really need for at least kind of working out this muscle. It's not that tight, it's not that dense. If I did have a knot, in like a muscle group, I might go up to like 3 or 4. If it was super tight like a calf, just super dense muscle that's rock tight, I might put up a 4 and really kind of dig in. And now it is time for Fate of the Union, where I give you my personal opinion after using this for 3 weeks and help you decide, hey, if it's going to be worth your hard-earned money. So let's just start off with the pros. Out the gate, this LCD screen in the back is nice, easy to use, very easy, very visible to see, and it has that auto mode, which I did find fun in terms of trying to ramp up the speed and ramp down the speed, which is just a nice way to kind of get a different variation of working through those tight knots and get kind of move that muscle around at different angles without having to kind of finagle with the buttons. Another big pro on this is the fact that it is super quiet at that top speed. Oftentimes with a lot of massage guns, you get to that top speed and it is downright annoying, especially if you're going to be doing it like in a home with people around. They're going to be fairly frustrated with you. One of the nicer things too is the grip. Now this grip is got like a neoprene finish on it. Hopefully you can see that. And it's actually nice to hold. Some of the cheaper grips are like super plasticky, if that's really a word, but they just don't feel good in the hand. This one is decent, not too thick around the base. This is where the battery is stored, so it's not too much of a problem to hold and use. Again, coming in at 3 pounds, this is an average weight, as well as that battery life at 3 hours is actually under what I expect from a battery life. Now, with that said, most people are only going to be using this 10 to 20 minutes a week, maybe tops. I don't know how much longer you're going to be using it, but unless I'm really putting this through a review, my average time with a massage gun per week is maybe 20 minutes total. So a 2-hour, battery life isn't a big deal, but compared to the competition, that is probably, 2/3 or even a half of what a lot of the other competition will do in terms of that battery life. So let's talk about power. I did mention earlier in the video that if you're not a professional athlete, if you're not The Rock, if you're not Thor, if you're not Captain America, you don't need a ton of power. Most of us are going to be just fine at like that halfway point, getting work done, just kind of working through that muscle. However, the fact that at the top speed, it doesn't feel like it has a lot of juice, doesn't feel like it has a lot of balls. And what that says to me is that this is a little bit underpowered. It's a little bit kind of frankly speaks to the quality of the build in a negative way. Also, they did put that 10-minute automatic shutoff in here. And frankly, while I don't think you're going to be using this for longer than 10 minutes at a pop, that again speaks to the build quality. They don't want this product overheating. And if you get a good massage gun, it could easily last you 5 or 10 years of consistent use. And frankly, at that $155 retail price, I think this is just a little overpriced for what you're getting. It's not necessarily a ripoff. I happen to think that there's a lot of really good massage guns at that $100 mark, or even slightly under if you can find a good deal, depending on your use needs. But at that $155 retail price, you're just paying a lot more than you need to. I mean, I think there's a lot of copycats of this where you could pay probably $100 or less and get the same exact thing. So overall, I have to give this one a thumbs down, not because I think it's a ripoff or a knockoff, I just think the price doesn't match the quality of the build based on my use and based on my expectations. Now, if you've got any questions regarding the M3 Pro massage gun, drop it in the comments below. If you are satisfied or frankly disappointed with how this 39-year-old body looks, drop it in the comments below. Let me know if I need to do more shirtless videos, or frankly, let's just be honest, if I should just be putting my shirt back on. As usual, I want to thank you all for watching. If you haven't liked or subscribed, please do so. And hey, ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future content. As usual, thank you for watching, and don't save anything for the trip back. This channel is dedicated to my life as a father of 2 wonderful children, and it centers around health, fitness, and all of the tricks and tribulations that I go through to try to be a great parent to my children and still accomplish my own personal goals.